All right, welcome to the 2017-2018 school year. It is absolutely crazy how fast time has come, and welcome to sixth grade. You're going to have a great year this year. All right, the very first thing I want to talk to you about is what resources are put in Google Classroom view. So in Google Classroom, you should be you're probably well aware of how to use Google Classroom, and if you're not, don't worry about it. I can help you out with that. One thing I want you to know is that there's a section in Google Classroom called the About section. The About section. And not many people use this section the way it's intended on being used. And basically, what this section is all of the resources that we'll be using throughout the year. And not just for one type of writing or reading, it's throughout the year. Okay, it could be rubrics, or they could be this particular resource that you're looking at right now. This is called Banish Boring Words. And the purpose of this screencast is to really show you a little preview of this particular resource that I already put in Google Classroom. What I want you to see here is this resource and how you can use it to become a better writer. So I'm going to scroll and we're going to look at the table of contents. Now this is used for all kinds of writing. So I want you to look at the table of contents and always look at the table of contents so that you are using this resource well. Here are some examples of using some of these words for transitions. So if you wanted to become a better writer for essays, you would go right to this particular page and you would really use that for transitions. Let me get this out of the way. All right, now, so what I want you to look at now is for our personal narrative unit at the very beginning of the year, where we probably would go right to some of these pages where a character, if you might describe how a character, you or someone else in your story, how they move, and look at all the different opportunities for you to really make it kind of clear that you are a great writer, right? So he skittered across the soccer field. Instead of saying ran fast, you could say that he pounced on the soccer ball. So let's go and look at a little bit more here. Where am I? Let me see if I can get this down for you. There we go. And I'm going to scroll. We got some action words, perfect words. So when you're thinking about verbs and you're using a verb, think about every kind of verb that you could use. Always go to this particular page, and it's all in alphabetical order. He bolted across the soccer field. She diced the hill like it was Swiss cheese. That's a little bit of overused kind of metaphor, but that's that. She concealed her feelings. Right? So all kinds of cool things you can do there. So let's go through this again. We've got ravaged, razed, ruined, sabotaged, shattered. All these great words. And think about how you can use these words to become a better writer. So we're going to go to all kinds of pages here. And let me get that there for you. Instead of saying he jumped, you can say he hopped, he hurdled, he jerked, he leaped. All right, so we're only on page 11, and look at all of the resources. All right, so we have different ways of saying colors. So instead of saying the house was brown, you could say the house was a burnt cinnamon. Instead of saying that you admire someone or that you saw someone, you could just say that you inspected the bedroom and noticed that it was still messy, clothes under the bed. If you think that it's kind of dark, instead of saying that, the water was murky. There was shadowy. It was tarnished with pollution. So please use this resource the way that I want you to use it. Every time you are writing, you should have the banished boring words out every single time. So all the time. Every single time you write, my expectation is that you use this resource before you decide that you need the resource. Use the resource. So good writers use resources. Good writers use all resources. And good writers use all resources all of the time. So good luck this year, and I hope that this resource is going to help you in your writing. I know it will.